friends. Logger and I made another appointment to come back down to the library because we wanted to show you what the board and Mr. Trobe and Miss D have done for Logger. They've made him his greatest hits. And you can come down. These are all the books that Logger has read on Logger Tales. And you can come down and check them out yourself or sit here in the children's room and read them. All you have to do is call in and make an appointment, and you can come here and hang out and just enjoy this wonderful, wonderful room. There's so many kids' books in here, and Mr. Trobe and Miss D have worked really hard to pull out different books that go with different themes for the different months. And this month, there are books out on Valentine's Day, and Logger's already read a story about Valentine's Day. There are also books out about President's Day, and there are also books about Black History Month. So this month is a really busy month, and you're going to find a lot of books to read. So just remember to make an appointment, okay? All right, today Logger and I are going to read a story. It's called The Hello Goodbye Window. And it's written by Norton Juster and illustrated by Chris Rashka. And it's really a nice little book. And I think maybe if you don't have a Hello Goodbye Window, you have probably some kind of special thing that you do in your family too when you're leaving and coming home. So I wanted to read this to you, and Logger's kind of sleepy, so I'm going to see if I can read him to sleep, okay? All right. You ready, buddy? You ready to read? All right. We also think the colors in the book is very pretty. Okay. Nana and Poppy live in a big house in the middle of town. There's a brick path that goes to the back porch, but before you get there, you pass right by the kitchen window. That's the Hello Goodbye window. It looks like a regular window, but it's not. What do you think is special about it, Logger? The kitchen is where Nana and Poppy are most of the time. So you can climb up on the flour barrel and tap the window and then duck down and they won't know who did it. Or you can press your face against the glass and scare them. That's not good. If they're not in the kitchen, you can't do any of those things and you have to wait till next time. If they see you first, they wave and make silly faces. Sometimes Nana peekaboos me, which always makes me laugh. So I get a lot of extra fun and hellos before I even get inside. Wow, that's really cool. Just look at the kitchen. It's so big. It has a table you can color on and lots of drawers to take stuff out of and play with. But you can't touch anything under the sink. You could get really sick. There are shelves full of glass jars with lots of everything in them, a step stool so I can wash my hands, and all kinds of pictures from the olden days. Nana says she even used to give me a bath in the sink when I was little. Really? Must have been very, very little. Sometimes Poppy plays his harmonica for me. He can only play one song, Oh Susanna, but he can play it a lot of different ways. He can play it slow or fast, or he can play it sitting down or standing up. He says he can even play it and drink a glass of water at the same time. I've never seen him do that. When I stay over, we have our supper in the kitchen too. And when it's dark outside, we can look at our reflections in the window. It kind of looks like a mirror, except it's not in the bathroom. And it looks like we're outside looking in, Poppy says. What are you doing out there? You come right in and have your dinner. And I say, but I'm here with you, Poppy. And then he looks at me in his funny way. Just before I go to bed, Nana turns off all the lights, and we stand by the window and say goodnight to the stars. Do you know how many stars there are? Neither do I, but she knows them all. It'd be fun to say goodnight to the stars, huh? In the morning, the first place we go is back to the kitchen, and there's the window waiting for us. You can look out and say good morning to the garden, or see if it's going to rain, or be nice. And you can see if the dog next door is doing stuff in Nana's flower beds. She hates that. Sometimes Poppy says in a really loud voice, "Hello, world! What have you got for us today?" Nobody ever answers, but he doesn't care. It just makes him feel good to tell the world good morning. Poppy makes breakfast. He says it's his specialty. My favorite is oatmeal with bananas and raisins, but you can't see them because he hides them down inside. I find them all. When I get dressed, I help Nana in the garden. It's a very nice garden, but there's a tiger who lives behind the big bush in the backyard, so I don't ever go back there. I think it's a tiger kitty cat. I ride my bike too. Not in the street, please. Or collect sticks and acorns. Not in the house, please, says Grandma. Or just kick my ball around. Sometimes when it's hot, Poppy chases me with the hose and I yell, "Stop it, Poppy, stop it!" When he does, I ask him to do it again. Nana just shakes her head. When I get tired, I come in and take my nap. And nothing happens till I get up. She's sleeping. Then sometimes I just sit by the hello goodbye window and watch. Nana says it's a magic window and anybody can come along when you least expect it. Maybe a Tyrannosaurus Rex. He's extinct, so he doesn't come around much. The pizza delivery guy, pepperoni and cheese, 'cause he knows it's my favorite. Maybe the Queen of England. Nana's English, you know, so the Queen likes to come for tea. They all could come, and a lot more if they want. And if they do, I'll see them first in the magic window. Mommy and Daddy pick me up after work. I'm glad because I know we're going home. But it makes me sad too, because I have to leave Nana and Poppy. You can be happy and sad at the same time, you know. It just happens that way sometimes. When we leave, we always stop at the window to blow kisses goodbye. When you look from outside, Nana and Poppy's house has lots of windows, but there's only one hello goodbye window, and it's right where you need it. Isn't that always the way? When I get my own house someday, I'm going to have a special hello goodbye window too. By that time, I might be a Nana myself. I don't know who the Poppy will be, but I hope he can play the harmonica. The end. Well, you know what, boys and girls? We've read Logger to sleep, so we're going to be real quiet at the end of this book. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, and I always know it's a good book when Logger goes to sleep. Anyway, you have a good rest of your day and a good till next time when we see you again. And don't forget, wash your paws. Bye.